Well, I'm down here where the KL car-free morning usually starts right here. I do not know what's going on. I actually texted Eric to find out if it's actually starting in a different location. He says he doesn't have any idea. Obviously, it's not starting here, so I don't know what's going on. I wanted to just take my bicycle out for a nice run and stuff. But I guess I'll just circle around. Yeah, normally it starts right here. It just is not here today. So I just asked someone about the if the car-free morning was happening or starting in a different location, and they informed me, and also Eric sent me something. Since he didn't know, he looked it up real quick. It's a Scene Summit meeting 2025. Trump coming here. There's going to be road closures and stuff, so they didn't want to add on top of the already amount of road closures they're going to have for that event. They didn't want to close off more roads. You know, it makes sense. So they called off the car-free morning this morning. So I'm just going to take a bicycle ride around while the traffic's still light, and probably just head back over to my side of town. I don't know how many stores are going to be closed, but I do still need to get a few items, like my tire, the brake pad, stuff like that. But you know, that can wait. I still have plenty of time. And something I noticed about my mic, I can tell that it's working. So good thing, it went through a lot of water and stuff, and it seems to be working, but the lights go out. So the only way I can actually tell if it's on or off is by looking at the little green bar that's on the screen, the LCD screen on my camera. So, but I'll take it. You know, it still works. So, you know, I don't have to go out and purchase a new one. Because right now I think they have the newest model, and it's like twice as expensive. So, all right, guys, that is it. So, yeah, it just looks like the summit is here, and so Car-Free Sunday is not going on. But that's okay. I got plenty of them on video before. I'm down here at the My Town Mall. I decided to drop by here to pick up my 29-inch tube, hopefully at the Decathlon that's there. The Decathlon over by the towers only had the Presta valves, and I actually have a Schrader valve on mine. So, and hopefully they have it here. I also need to pick up a telephone mount on my bicycle. The last one I had actually broke at the bolting point to my handlebars. So yeah, it's another day of trying to slowly get ready for my trip. Well, there was no luck actually earlier today looking for that 29 inch tubes, like they all have the Preston valves, and yeah, I can't locate it. So tomorrow I think I'm going to be hitting up some of the bicycle shops. Most bicycle shops seem to close on Monday, but I'm going to hit up the bicycle shops and look for the spare tire. I broke my phone holder, so I need a new phone holder for just, you know, Google Maps and all that. But yeah, right now I'm just sewing on the patches, the new patches, and I have the old American Hobo 2 bicycle out because Erish is on his way right now to pick it up. And yeah, and he's gonna, like I said, he's gonna be the proud new owner of the the bicycle, which is I'm super stoked because, you know, I know he can appreciate it. But yeah, he's sharing his location. I'm just waiting on him right now. So that's, you know, it was kind of an unproductive day, not a lot, but that's how these days are going to be until I actually get over to Sumatra. Because the less I move, the less I have to actually film. So yeah, that's not always true. So sometimes I end up with way too long of videos because just way too long of videos because I do actually find things to film. But yeah, so that's the plan, guys. I'll film it a little when he pulls up, but I'm gonna try and keep this short so I can just kind of stick a bunch of days together. Erish showed up. My good brother. This is the one that I know you guys probably seen a little in the background. This is the guy that's really been helping me out getting my bicycle. It's taken me out to some really great Nasi Lemak and stuff. So yeah, brother, you've been the center of attention. I just got to look at the I just went and picked up some more patches here. So I got them all set up. So I'm leaving the original on the American Hobo. Yeah, and it's all pretty well. You know, it's looking decent now.
The stand looks a little big.
The what?
Oh, the stand, the kickstand.
Yeah, the kickstand. I'm gonna have to figure out a different kickstand. Also, the frame was a 15.5.
Yeah.
And
but it's actually on the box. I saw the box.
Yeah.
It's stick at 15.5. There on the advertisement, there was a box on it.
Yeah. Well, I saw the 15.5 right here on the frame, but it's not like I'm looking over the handlebars or anything. So it's like it sits very nice. I don't know if it's because I'm jumping up to 29s. I'm having a hard time with this right here.
You want the small needle one?
Yeah, well, no, because the hole size is different, so I can't go. Yeah, everybody wants to do the what's it called, Preston or something?
Preston, yes, a Preston. Yeah.
And this one is the
normal.
Yeah, the normal one, but it didn't seem like they want to sell those. So, but everything else, I got the American Hobo, and then I got the brand new patches. It's still got that clean smell to it, but it's a nice bike, and I appreciate.
It's all straight.
Yeah, well, yeah. The other side's a little different, but it kind of looks, you know, the same here at the American Hobo and stuff. So I'm going for the same look, and yeah, like I said, it was just going to be more reliable, you know, in the long run. Oh yeah, you totally can. I mean, side by side, that's a big difference. That's like a monster bike. That's why I said this one, even if it's a 15. I'm not sure what size that frame is because I've never sized bicycles. So I'm not one person who goes, you know, I just like, oh, I didn't know I had to look up what size I'm supposed to have. And they're like, oh, 5'9", it's about 18. But honestly, it rides smooth. I rode it around a little today. I want to take it in to get the brakes checked. And
yeah, we'll arrange that.
Yeah.
But with the traffic, all right. I don't have to go out.
That's because Trump's in town, guys, by the way. That's why what I said earlier is that got called off for the car-free Sunday morning. But yeah, nothing really much. It's just a little traffic congestion, but that's all.
Close up a lot of roads, especially in the area around KLCC.
Yeah, I went to Decathlon and stuff, and then I kind of just head back. I went into the restaurant right down around the corner there. One of my favorites. Anyway, Yeah, this is the new gift. He's going to be the proud owner, and I couldn't be more honored to give it to my brother here. So that's it, guys. That's I just wanted to show me gifting it to Erish, and yeah, I'm very appreciative that you've been such a good friend since I've been here, and it's been awesome riding bicycles with you, and you showing me around. So I just want you to know, I do really appreciate it. So.
Yeah, I appreciate it too. Finding a friend. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. And there he goes. That's him right there in the blue car. All loaded up and taken off. The new proud owner. Okay, that's it for the evening, guys. The day's over. I'm down to one bicycle, and yeah, now it's just all about kicking up my feet, relaxing for the rest of the night. Good night, y'all.
The next day.
Evening, everyone. We are on October 27th. I decided to do a little update of what's going on. I'm just heading out my door. It's actually 3:40. I was going to take a day off today because honestly I just didn't have any clue what to go out, what to film, what to do. But I got good news this morning is that my C1 visa for Indonesia was approved. So that was it. That's what I was waiting for. I still have plenty of time between now and then. I can leave on the 4th or the 5th like I was planning. Go up to the northern port of Sumatra and start the journey there. So today, yesterday when Erish picked up the AO2 bike, the AH2 bike, the American Hobo 2 bike, he offered to actually drive me around Tuesday when the shops are open, just so I can take my bicycle in, get a spare pair of pads, 29-inch tube as a spare, and basically overall just inspection of the bike before I go over there. So today I really just didn't have any plan. So the one thing I will be doing though is strapping my bags to my bicycle, get it loaded down like I'm getting like I'm touring, and ride it around a little that way just to see how everything hangs on the new bicycle. But for right now, I'm gonna run in to the same restaurant I've been religiously going to the last few days, my favorite food, and just have something to eat. So what I found out, what I thought was beef last time, is just actually dried fish, and man, it's really good. It's mixed with like peppers, and it's kind of like a really dry, like beef jerky almost of fish, but it's really good. Anyway, this has been my go-to place just because of the spices that they use, and also it's right down the street from me. It's very easy and convenient. So. Well, it looks pretty good. Everything is packed on. My backpack is definitely underpacked. So what I was afraid is it was going to sit too far out this direction. The seat does lean back quite a bit, which takes up a lot of that real estate on the back rack. But if I keep my backpack underpacked or pushed out to either side, I should be able to move it up more underneath my seat, keeping my backpack pretty secured. So what I mean here is that you see my backpack is very underpacked. But if you can see, there's there's a good, I'd say, 1.5 inches or so that actually still protrudes. So the more my backpack is packed up, the more allowance it can go back. But I like to have that little bit of allowance here, so when I do put water bottles in the back, they hold nicely without trying to fall over. Obviously, I have a lot of the strap left over. That's good for two things. One is the more it breaks, these straps getting a little old. I bought them back in Vietnam. So the older they get, the more sun-baked they get, and the more they want to actually snap and break. But so there's going to be the voyage, the maiden voyage, just to see how it rolls down the street. I got up to readjust my back saddlebags here because the way they were sitting a little too forward here, and the back of my heels were actually hitting them. But then when I was taking off, I noticed I didn't have this secured good enough. So now it is secured good enough. This is the same basically setup I had last time. I have it where it's stretched over the seat, so when I'm not securing my backpack to the back, that I can just wrap these around and tie them off, and I can fit this up and over the seat so it's not dangling around catching whatever. And other than that, these are still nice and tight, so if my backpack's gone and I will need to strap a few of the water bottles to the back and just ride with water bottles from the store or something, I'll be able to do that. These are just the final adjustments I got to do. So it looks like everything's tied off nice and tight now with the rubber band, because that's essentially what it is, just one giant rubber band. I just have not been able to find them since Vietnam, where I initially bought it, and they ended up being extremely nice. And they're not the same as an inner tube. Like other spots, like, oh, just cut an inner tube. Inner tubes have a little bit of stretch, but nothing quite like this. I mean, this is like a real rubber band. So a nice heavy duty one. And yeah. Anyway, these are the final adjustments, but it's riding really nice. It really is. So I'm not sure if I can actually put back the pannier bags much more. The only thing that is going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt is this part. I had to bend up and out of the way initially to get the back mud guard on, and now it's in the way of me actually securing my backpack to the back. But there's enough clearance here that I can wrap it around the bar, or I can just figure out a different tie off. That's all. Hey, morning everyone. I know I haven't done an introduction. I headed out the door to get my bicycle just to do a general inspection. Like I said, this are just a few things I was gonna need to do before going to Sumatra. And I ran into someone right here in the middle of nowhere. I ran into Jamie. Yeah. Jamie's from Doug's videos and was on the last few ones going out doing the 5 snack challenge and different videos. So out of nowhere someone popped up and goes, American Hobo? And I was like, that guy looks familiar, but it's not dawning on me, oh, that's one of Doug's friends.
Right.
So Jamie?
Just lucky out here this morning walking around and stumbled across him, so I had to say hi. I had to stop him and say hi.
But the funny part is, I'm telling you, this is out in the middle kind of nowhere. Just in the spaghetti bowl. And yeah, I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to actually just shoot a little on the camera. I'm still heading over, but Jamie, it's really cool to meet you.
You as well.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have a YouTube channel. He's one of the smart ones. So anyway, that's Doug, I found your friend. Well, that was interesting, meeting Jamie out in the middle of nowhere. Like I said, it was kind of unique. I didn't have any opener for this morning. I just kind of headed out the door, and all of a sudden some guy walked across the street, like I just said, and it was like, oh, that's Jamie. So right now I'm back to trying to navigate the roads of KL, and unfortunately they're just hard as hell to figure out. Their lack of any proper design. And I know people say, well, they're meant for cars. They're not meant for cars either, because if you put in the walking route, what would be like 1 kilometer on a walking route, I've seen up to 5 kilometers in driving a car. Same route, I mean, same location trying to get to. So you're talking about up to 5 times farther than walking. And yeah, so it's just that's 5 times the amount that you should be spending in gas and 5 times longer than necessary to be on a road, which just causes more accidents and stuff. But here I am again. I can't figure out how to get past the power lines. And Google Maps not doing much help here. Seems like the power lines are cut off. And well, anyway, I'll figure my way through. It's 11 o'clock, but the fact is trying to get just 10 to 13 kilometers in KL can take a long time. I remember trying to get out of KL, took me all day just to get 20 kilometers. It literally took me, and I had to stay in KL trying to get out of KL. So unfortunately, hopefully it won't be like that trying to get to the Go-Go bicycle shop. Okay, I think I can turn left here. We'll see. Nope. 'Cause that's where Google Maps tells me to go. Right here. Or unless it's up there. Nah, I can't be there. This is where Google Maps tells me to go. See? So Google Maps is either telling me go off in that direction. These power lines I can't get past right here. It's just, you'd think there would be at least one road that goes through. There probably is. I just had to go look for it. I don't think it's talking about this, but these are just like alleyways anyway. So the frustration of the roads. Okay, this is where Google Maps tells me to go. Yep. I guess this is the most direct route. Okay, now I gotta see which way I gotta go. Either that way, maybe this way. That's probably it. Well, I have Irish coming to my rescue. I got out of the alleyway, but when I got out of the alleyway, I need to be on the opposite side of this road, going that way. And it is completely blocked off here. It turns a 90 degree that way. I don't know, it heads onto the freeway or something. So Irish offered to come pick me up here. I've only made it like 3.5 kilometers. Wait, no, actually, if it's 13 kilometers, I made it about 6 kilometers actually, because I'm about a little over 7. So yeah, I made about 6 kilometers, so halfway. But yeah, the roads here are just so hard to navigate unless you have someone that's lived here their whole life, like Irish has, and then following him around on the bicycle, he knows all the alleyways and stuff. I'm just not, you know, I don't have, you know, that type of experience being here. But yeah, I'm taking him up on the offer. I'm just gonna wait here. He'll be here about in 10 minutes. And ride over to the bicycle shop. Well, Irish came pick me up. We dropped off the bicycle. He just reminded me that I didn't shoot the inside of the shop, so I'll shoot it when we get back. Yeah, we dropped it off. They pointed out that the front fork is not actually working, and I noticed that too going off curbs, that there is no give, no spring at all. So yeah, that's one thing that's a problem. But right now we're going to pick up, me and Irish are going to pick up the 29-inch tube, and I have the brake pads for comparison, and they gave us a recommendation of a shop to go pick them up at. They just don't have those. Go, I think, is more bike service.
Yeah, bike service.
Just bike service, so that's where we're heading right now. Well, I dropped by AA. This is AA Bicycle Shop, and they had the parts I needed. Good prices too. What was your name?
Momali.
Momali?
Yeah.
He's the guy that hooked me up with the 29 Schrader, and also 2 pads. Very good prices, 30 each, and then 30. So awesome bicycle shop, brother. So yeah, this is a AA, right?
Double A, yeah. Right.
AA bicycle shop.
Yes.
So perfect, yeah, for a smaller shop, but all the parts I needed. All right, guys.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we're back here in Go-Go Bicycles where I brought in my bicycle to get serviced. And like I said, I slipped my mind and Irish was like, "You forgot to film." I'm like, "Oh, I did." So they sent me over to the other spot, the AA bicycle shop, because they mostly service and they sell the smaller fold-up bicycles, which are very popular here in KL, and the street bikes. And honestly, I would be very tempted to buy one of these in the future. Not right yet, because I don't want to really try and take on Sumatra on a folding bicycle yet. Just do a quick walkthrough. I don't have my mic on just in case I speak to someone else. They're doing so one of the things that they pointed out that's gonna be an issue is they can't get this free. So this is just stuck. Yeah, it's basically there's no give whatsoever on the fork. So there's a chance online. They recommended actually checking online to see if there's another fork, and that might be, if we can get one for a decent price, we might do that.
200.
It would have to have the right neck though. And a cup of coffee. Well, the bicycle's all set up and we're ready to rock and roll. There was a part that that they said I should be picking up. But you have a picture of it, right?
Oh, yeah, I have a picture.
But it's for the holding on the back sprocket, since they're common to break. They're like a specialty part that you actually have to order. They're not super expensive, but they do break a lot. So it's just a mounting part for the back sprocket, for the back
mounting part for the derailleur.
Yeah, for the derailleur. So Eric's right here. He's looking it up and asking someone if they actually have it. So. But it's something that they would highly recommend that I carry around, because if it breaks, it's a part that needs to be ordered online. So. Anyway, they also gave me a cup of coffee. So. Rizzo. And you are the
caretaker of this place.
caretaker of the place. Anyway, my
the
bicycle's
owner
up.
is doing quite busy upstairs, so
Okay.
I'm just taking care of this place.
All right. Well.
Okay,
thank you
Daniel.
so
All right,
much,
have
brother.
a safe ride.
Thank you so much. They were awesome here, guys. So I'm gonna square up and hit the road. All right, brother. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
And he's taking off. I'm heading back to the hospital. Good looking out.
All right.
Good, brother.
So just go. Don't plan anyway. I think you should know where you're going.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
once you
straight
get to
down
the
this way.
cultural center,
Alright.
cultural center,
Yeah.
and then the cross junction there,
Yeah.
and then just go straight towards it, and then you'll find you should get.
All right. Cool, brother.
Do call me if you get lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Okay. Bye bye.
Okay, all done for the day, guys. I got the parts I needed, and I figured out they told me what the vibration was on my brake pads. They said it's because the brake pads that I actually have are of a harder material, and this right here, because of all the holes that are on the brake disc itself, the harder material on the pads causes it to, like rattle a little. but they reduced that to where I don't even feel the problem anymore. They, the part that they recommended I pick up is this part right here, this mounting bracket. They said this is very common for it to break, and it's nearly impossible to replace without getting online. So they said you need to carry one of these around because it's a very easy part to actually replace. It's just when you need it, yeah, that could, you know, that could get me stranded somewhere. So the Go-Go bicycle shop only charged me 30 ringgit for all the advice, going over everything. And yeah, they were awesome. They even got a nice cup of cappuccino out of it. And yeah, I highly recommend them. They're very nice. So it looks like I'm done, guys. That's it. That's all I needed to do. Irish is ordering the part for me. I have two of them. They're only about 15 ringgit each, 13, 14, 15 ringgit. And it should be a few days when they get here. I'll have 2 of them as spares. That's it, guys. That's all I wanted to say. And I'm going this way. And the last store for the day, I'm gonna pick up that phone holder back at the decathlon me and Doug were at earlier. This is the one that has the better bicycle selection. So hey brother, how you doing? Yeah, so I noticed here they actually had the phone holders for your bicycle out on display, so I can try with, you know, so you can try them out before you actually buy them. That's kind of why I decided to come back over here. Now I just had to figure out where they were. So here's what I'm talking about. They have they have handlebars out on display with the lights and stuff, but they actually have the 2 different phone holders I was actually looking for. But I can try each one out before I actually purchase it. And look how it's mounted underneath and all this, because this one is rubber bands. Well, I mean, this one's rubber bands and this one's just a hard mount. So that's why, and it was along the way. So I'm going to figure out between one or the other. Also, I should be able to do some, because that'll uncover my cameras on my phone, where the other one actually was over the cameras. So if I want to do a live stream while I'm actually bicycling, I'll be able to use these because the camera won't be covered up. So out of the 2, this one looks like I like the way it holds my phone the best. They're both the same price, but when you look underneath, I like the solid mount. The only difference is there's a little bit better give on these on the bands. But there's some sizers that come in this one. So yeah, this is, I think, the smallest. They also have a I don't know what you call it, grommet, you know, that's for the larger handlebars. So I'm going to go ahead and get this one. They're both the same price. They're 59 ringgit, which is good enough because it's solid metal. So yep, that was the last purchase for the day. Day's over for me for shopping. It was something that had to be done. So this will be 30 ringgits for the tune-up and the advice and all that stuff. Let's see, and then it was 30 ringgit for the tube and 30 ringgit per disc brakes. So 90, 120 plus this will be 180 ringgit total is what I spent today. So that's yeah, that's a full day's worth of shopping for me. So I'm done after that. Well, except for the 2 parts I need to order to the bracket, the mounting bracket for the back freewheel, the back cassette, derailleur cassette, whatever you want to call it. So that's it, guys. That's all I'm doing for the day. I'm heading back. Ooh. King Max. Oh yeah. Works good.